Karl Wedl. Karl Wedl, October 14, 1815, September 21, 1891, was an Austrian pathologist who was a native of Vienna. In 1841, he obtained his doctorate in Vienna and subsequently practiced medicine in Ischl and Salzburg. In 1844, he took a scientific journey to France and England, afterwards returning to Vienna, where he performed histological research. With assistance from Karl Rokitansky 1804–1878, he received his habilitation in 1849. In 1853, he became an associate professor, and in 1872 was appointed professor of histology at the University of Vienna. Some of his well-known students were Heinrich Auspitz 1834–1885, Moritz Kaposi 1837–1902, and Salomon Stricker 1834–1898. Wedl is largely remembered for his work in microscopic pathology and histology. He made contributions in the fields of helminthology, neurology, and ophthalmology, and was one of the first physicians to apply cell theory to pathology of the eye. The eponymous Wedl cells are named after him, defined as dysplastic bladder-like fibers in the crystalline lens of the eye. Drusen, the hallmark of AMD, were first described in 1854 by Wedl. Wedl named them colloid bodies of the choroid and thought that they were incompletely developed cells because they had no cell membrane or nucleus. The genus Wedlia Cobbold 1860 is named after him, as are the species Didymosulcus Wedli areola 1902, Ascaris Wedli Stasic 1896, and Paradeirodes Wedli Piachmen 1926. Wedl was the author of numerous books and articles, a few of which have been translated into English. He died on September 21, 1891, bequeathing his estate to the Vienna Academy of Sciences. Written works: Weitrig zur Lehre von den Hämatozoen, 1850, contributions to the study of hematozoa. Weitrig zur Anatomie des Zweibeckelligen Camels, Camelus bactrianus, 1852, with Franz Müller contributions to the anatomy of the Bactrian camel. Grundzüge der pathologischen Histologie, 1854, translated and edited by George Busk as Rudiments of Pathological Histology, 1855. Über das Nervensystem der Nematoden, 1855, on the nervous system of the nematode. Über einige Nematoden, 1856, on some nematodes. Characteristic Meeresgrossenthales Neurtanien, 1856, treatise on Tinea. Über einen den Magen des Rheins Vorkommens Epiphyt, 1858. Anatomist Beobachtungen über Trematoden, 1858, anatomical observations on trematodes. Über die Bedeutung der in den Schalen von manchen Acephalin und Gasteropoden vorkommenden Kanäle, 1859. Weitrig zur Pathologie der Blutgefäße, 1859, contributions to the pathology of blood vessels. Über einen im Zahnbein und Nachenkommenden Pills, 1864, on bone and dentin in germinating fungi. Atlas zur Pathologie der Zahn, 1869, with Maurice Hayder and Joseph R. von Metnitz, translated into English as Atlas to the Pathology of the Teeth. Über die Hauptsensibilitätsbezirk der einzelnen Rückenmarksnervenpaar, 1869, with Ludwig Turk on sensitivity areas of each spinal nerve pair. Histologist Methylungen. Zur Anatomie der Milz, 1871, histological Methylungen. On the anatomy of the spleen. Pathologie der Zahn mit besonderer Rücksicht auf Anatomie und Physiologie, 1870. Translated into English by W. E. Boardman with notes by T. B. Hitchcock as the Pathology of the Teeth, with special reference to their anatomy and physiology, 1872. Zur pathologischen Anatomie des Glaukoms, 1882, the pathological anatomy of glaucoma. Der Aberglaube und die Naturwissenschaften, 1883, superstition and natural sciences. Pathologische Anatomie des Auges, 1886, pathological anatomy of the eye.